So Ben is concerned because when he talks to business brokers, they want a bunch of sensitive financial information all about him, and he feels like he's walking into a negotiation with his pants down. Hey everyone, it's David Barnett from davidcbarnett.com, the blog site, YouTube channel, iTunes, and SoundCloud podcast where I talk about buying, selling, managing, and financing small and medium-sized businesses. This week I got a question from Ben who says, Dave, when I contact business brokers, they want me to fill out an NDA, but also give them all kinds of sensitive information about my financial status, and he just feels like he's revealing too much information before he even knows that the business he may want to buy is something that suits him. So why is this, and what's he supposed to do about it? Well, let me tell you, when I was a business broker, one of the big concerns that business owners had is that I would be bringing every Tom, Dick, and Harry by to take a look at their business and look at their financial information. And they didn't want their information to become public because, as we've discussed many times on this channel, when a business becomes known as a business that's for sale, the business can be damaged. So confidentiality is really important. And as a business broker, what I would say to that is I would say, look, I actually am going to do a little bit of investigation on these buyers before I even let them know about your business so that we understand that we're talking to qualified buyers. So we're not, showing all of your sensitive information to someone who doesn't even have the means to buy the business. And that would mean, therefore, getting some information from the buyers before they met the sellers. Now, so that's the first reason why this happens. The second reason why this happens is that most business brokers are operating on a commission program with the business sellers, which means that the broker only gets paid when the business is sold. So it doesn't take long for a business broker to understand that they can't really sell a business to somebody who has no money, right? I mean, and look, there's lots of videos on this channel about buying a business with no money. You can buy a business with 100% leverage if you are a certain kind of buyer and you have the certain kinds of means, net worth, if you're already in business, et cetera, et cetera. But if you're a flat broke person off the street with nothing, then it's really hard for you to buy a business. Or if you buy a business with 100% leverage, it may mean that the business broker isn't going to be paid on closing day, and they also don't like that either. So the business broker doesn't want to waste his time with people who don't have the ability to actually make an offer and close on it because they want to get paid and they want the business to be sold. So this is another big reason why they're pushing for this information right up front. Now, do I understand your point of view, Ben? Of course I do. Because you don't want to go into a negotiation with the seller knowing how much money you have available, because obviously they're going to want that amount of money as their down payment at a minimum because they know you have the money. You've disclosed that. So here's what happened to me when I was a business broker is people would make these net worth summaries in their non-disclosure agreement packages to me. And what they would do is they would say, okay, here's a business whose asking price is, say, $400,000. What they would do is under the cash, they would just put something like 50,000 plus. Or they would put real estate, they would put equity, 80,000 plus. So they would not actually disclose to me their full equity or their full amount of cash. They would just put down that they had enough money to make it look like they could do a deal. And, I would talk to them and I would say, like, how do I know that this is accurate? How do I know you really have this much money? And, the smarter ones would simply reply, how do I know the financial statements of these businesses are accurate? How do I know the sales are real, right? So you got two different parties that are each, trying to convince the other that their information is correct. At the end of the day, you're going to have to meet each other. They're going to have some kind of relationship. They're going to start negotiating. And of course, the deal isn't going to close if the buyer can't bring enough money to the table based on the agreement that's worked out. So you let the business broker have enough information to know that you're not, some broke guy off the street, but maybe you don't want to fully disclose exactly what you have. In a worst case scenario for a buyer, I actually had a buyer completely fill in his information, and when he disclosed that he had a certain amount of cash and a certain amount in his retirement account, the seller steadfastly refused to sell the business with a down payment less than that amount of money. So he said, that's the money he's got. That's the money I want to have on closing day. And so I totally understand your concern and your point of view. So try that. Just put down enough that you think is going to allow the broker to know that you're able to execute on a deal if you ever chose to. And it doesn't hurt to keep some of your cards close to your chest. Anyway, don't forget, guys, the bootleg recording of my appearance at the Paper Source Note Symposium in Las Vegas is available as a special bonus in my exit planning course, which is how to get out of my business, which you can find at howtosellmyownbusiness.com. And it's only there until the end of May 2018. So if you're interested in selling a business and you want to hear about the note strategy I outline in that presentation, sign up this month and download those audio files. If you're interested in learning how to buy a business the correct way, then of course you're going to want to sign up for my business buyer course, which is at businessbuyeradvantage.com. And if you're not already, get over to my blog, davidcbarnett.com, and sign up for my email list so you won't miss any great videos like these, as well as special deals, offers, and ideas that I share from time to time. And with that, thank you very much. We'll talk to you later. Good luck, Ben. We'll see you soon.